Hey there, your success path set up for success. I don't know what day we're on. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. We are talking about a life lesson, something that we've learned along the way, or I've learned along the way, usually through trial and error, never the easy way. I wish I'd learned these lessons the easy way, but usually it's been from some kind of a challenging or negative or horrible or bad or traumatic experience that has taught me these lessons. And it's usually also through repetitive exposure to the lesson, meaning I've heard it, I've read it, I've seen it, I've watched it in a movie, or maybe 20 movies or 100. I've watched it play out in my life or other people's lives before I finally had that epiphany, that aha moment that says, maybe you should listen to this. Maybe you should think back and see if this is playing out in your life. And that's where these lessons have come from. Just doing this as we get ready for the next 30-day Get Up and Go challenge. My response to the COVID-19 pandemic has been to ask myself, what do I do next? What the heck can I be doing? What the heck should I be doing given all this massive change and challenge? And out of that was born the Get Up and Go challenge. Now I've been doing challenges for literally decades. And the online world and the internet now, it's filled with challenges. If you do anything online, if you're in any niche, if you're in any market, chances are you've heard or been exposed to or seen some type of a challenge. And I was like, well, I've been doing challenges my entire life. I'm going to share a challenge that helps people to know what to do next, to know what to do no matter what kind of a challenge or a change or that they're facing, so that we can guarantee you're better off after this challenge, after this change, than before you went into it. That applies to anything as big as COVID or to anything as small as stubbing your toe. So today we're talking about your success path. And why do I say your success path? Because guess what? Your success path is going to be different than mine and any and every other person on the planet. Even if we follow other people's example, if we model other people, if we do what they've done, if we go through the steps that they've gone through to achieve a little piece of success along our journey, we still will make that our own. We still have to actually do and implement their system. We still have to do what they teach us, they tell us, they show us. And that will be different for us than it is for them and anybody else that they teach their system to. Why? Because we all come in with different experiences. Each of our experiences, and I'm a big rock gal. I always have rocks. Anytime you see me or run into me, oops, I dropped a gratitude stone. Chances are I have at least one rock, maybe more. Maybe not on my person, but in my backpack or my bag or whatever it is I'm carrying with me. I love rocks. I've loved rocks since I was a little girl, stones since I was a little girl. And wherever I go, not wherever I go, but a lot of places I go, especially memorable places, I will find and collect or buy a stone there to remind me of that place. This is just a little box of stepping stones that I keep by my computer right now and by my ring light to remind me of the different steps that I'm going through as I am doing this Get Up and Go challenge, as I'm changing and creating lessons for this challenge, because each little stone reminds me of some lesson that I've had in my life, some lesson that I've learned. And this one is the success. Your success path is your own success path. Yesterday we talked about gratitude, and I didn't even mention the whole concept of a gratitude stone. Sometimes you just carry a small stone with you, and whenever you touch it, you think of something that you're grateful for. Now, I was carrying rocks and stones around long before the gratitude stone lesson from this movie, The Secret, and I'm sure that came around from, I don't remember the origin of the gratitude stone, I'd have to look it up, but I'm sure people have been carrying stones with them for as long as mankind has existed. It's just one of those little things that we can do you can have it be like a worry stone or a gratitude stone. I say, if you're going to remind yourself of something you're grateful for. Don't remind yourself of something you're worried about. But to me, stones are a reminder that all of our experiences are like stepping stones, and they all make up our success path. So kind of like the lifeline exercise, I like to think about where am I right now, and then what stones, what steps is it going to take for me to get to where I want to go. Here's the thing about success and why it's got to be your success path. Success is different for each and every one of us. How I define success is different than how you define success. How I define success right now is different than how I've defined success in the past, for me, because it's always, we can only define success for ourselves, and how I define success in the future. Now, I'll take that back a little bit, because a lot of other people will try to define your success for you, but guess what? Does not matter what they think. Your success is your business. Your success is nobody else's business. It's only your business. So we can look at all of our experiences, and that is our overall path to success. If we get to the end of our life and we define that as success, what are all the steps? What are all the stepping stones? What are all the lessons that we've learned? What are all the experiences that we've had along the way? Now, to me, it's more like climbing a mountain, right, than it is like a straight line journey or a race or a game. People like to compare life to a game. Life is a game. Life is a race. Life really isn't a race. You're only racing against yourself. But to me, it's more like climbing a mountain, because sometimes you're going from step to step, and each step gets a little harder and a little harder, and then sometimes you'll get to a little flat area, or you'll have a little more oxygen, a little more energy to take the next step. And other times you think you're totally out of energy, you're totally out of oxygen, and there's no way, you don't know where to put your foot. You're climbing a big rock wall and you don't know where to place your foot to get a foothold so that you don't fall off the mountain or quit or not achieve the thing that it is that you're trying to achieve. So to me, reaching success and defining success, and success in anything I want, is more like it's more like a marathon than it is a sprint, right? And I love the analogies that compare our lives to gardens. We're planting gardens, we're planting seeds all the time, and we don't really know which ones are going to grow, but if we plant enough seeds, we're going to have a beautiful garden no matter what happens. I think it's kind of the same with our lives. If we have enough experiences, if we try and do and keep moving forward and keep taking steps toward what it is that we want, we will have an amazing life. And a lot of it's our perspective. Are we grateful for it? Are we appreciating what we're having and the experiences we're having, or are we commiserating and feeling like we're missing out on something? So your success path, again, it's going to be your own, and only you can decide what that's going to be, what that's going to look like. First, by defining what success is for you. Second, by starting to move toward the things that you want. And we only move toward the things we want one step at a time. So often we get overwhelmed and we beat ourselves up because we're not further along our path. Yet we haven't even seen the whole path yet. It's impossible to see the whole path. I suppose there's some people that are amazing and telepathic or whatever, superstars that can look at something they want, look at where they are, and wham, they can see every step along the way. But for most of us humans, it doesn't work that way. It's just one step at a time, or maybe two or three, but we don't even see the rest of the path until we take that first step. Because the world wants to know if we're serious. If we say we want something and we never do anything to move us toward that, the world's going to think we're not serious, and we're not going to achieve that thing. But if we're willing to say, this is what I want, and I am willing to move toward that, I'm moving to take a step toward it, I'm willing to do the research, do the homework, put in the time, put in the energy to learn what I need to learn, to become who I need to become, to actually make that a reality in my life. And that's true of everything that we want. It's true in our relationships. It's true in any kind of personal development or growth that we want, anything we want to achieve, any skill we want to learn, any hobby we want to have, whether it's for fun or for profit. It's all part of our success journey. I would love to know your thoughts on the whole success path thing. Do you believe that your path is different than anybody else's? Do you believe you can shortcut your process of getting certain milestones? Because really, getting a coach, having someone else help you with something is a way to shortcut just one stepping stone on your process. Very few people have the exact same desires and wants as a coach or a mentor in all areas and aspects of their life. Yes, I've had tons of coaches and mentors in my life that have helped me make leaps and bounds in certain areas or aspects of my life, but no one coach or mentor has been the be-all and end-all for me, and they won't be for you either, to achieve your overall big picture of what you want in your life. And that's your definition of success. Go out, have an absolutely amazing day. I will see you tomorrow with another life lesson on our setup for success. And October 1st through 31st, right here on the Get Up and Go Challenge page, we're doing the next 30-day free Get Up and Go Challenge, where you will learn and install in your subconscious a process, a framework, a system for guaranteeing that you are better off after any change, any challenge, any obstacle, any roadblock, any setback, anything that impacts you. You'll be better off after that happened than before, because you've got this process working in your life on autopilot. That's it. Go out and have an absolutely amazing day. Any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.